Hello, and welcome to another episode of the Chesapeake Thrive Show. In today's episode, we're going to discuss the CAS program as we talk about the importance of how they support the homeless community in the city of Chesapeake. And today, I have a few guests with me: Church Coordinator John, Church Coordinator Desiree, and then also the President of CAS, Sam. Hello, everyone. How are y'all doing today?
Great, thanks for having us.
No,
Appreciate
thank
it.
y'all for coming and joining me. So, as I said a little bit earlier, CAS. Can you all explain to me exactly what is CAS and the importance of how you all support the homeless community?
Sure. CAST is the Chesapeake Area Shelter Team. We've been in existence for 13 years, started in 2013, and we house the homeless in Chesapeake. We house men, women, and children in Chesapeake, and so that's very important. The location, I'll just jump right into where our location primarily is. Churches, it's an ecumenical group. Churches can host it at their church, or they can host it at the Resource Center in Chesapeake, which is at 2255 Stepping Stone Square. And we're very lucky to have that facility. They have showers, washers and dryers, computer access, and it's open even when CAST is not operating. It's open during weekdays from 9 to 5. And so that's a very good place for folks to know and learn how to use.
Yes, I do. I think that's great because it's a amazing, nice area so that the homeless can come and, like you said, take showers and things or whatnot. So I know that, like, as far as you all as church coordinators, you are very much involved in supporting. So is there a rotation of like churches, and then where exactly do you all actually come from as well too?
Yes. Well, my name is Desiree Logan. I'm a church coordinator at First Baptist Church South Hill in Chesapeake. And we select a week during the winter months. We start CAS from November to April. And now we're just starting having CAS during the summer. So right now our church is getting ready to start hosting from July 1st to July the 8th. And we're getting ready. We have a fabulous menu planned. We're getting our volunteers ready to go, and we're just excited about going and just loving on the unhoused in our community.
Yes, absolutely. John, which church are you from?
John Negosic here. I'm with Prince of Peace Catholic Church. We've actually been housing the homeless since 1995 and joined CAST in 2013, which is really an extension of the prior group of churches.
Yeah.
And we're doing a summer week also. There are 4 of them. We're the 15th to the 21st of July.
Wow. Okay, so seems like you all have a nice rotation as far as churches that are helping and supporting for the homeless. So, you know what, John, you did mention something, how you said that your organization, your church has been around for like 13 years supporting the CAS program. So, Sam, can you talk to me a little bit about how long has CAS actually been around to support Chesapeake residents?
Sure, you bet. 13 years. We started this program 13 years ago. I just happened to be with Great Bridge Presbyterian Church. So as you can see, we're an ecumenical group. We're a faith-based group, but we're an ecumenical group. I just have to say the churches, CAST is a 501c3. We are a nonprofit group, but the churches are the groups that do all the work, and they really do. They provide the food, they provide the volunteers. It takes about 30 volunteers per night. So goes from spending the night to preparing the meal, purchasing the food, registering our guests in when they come in. So there's a lot of opportunities to serve, and so serving and finding volunteers is our biggest need, I would say. A couple other needs that we have, we're always looking for new churches to help. Right now, in the fall, we host about 22 weeks. This summer, we're hosting 4 weeks, so that leaves a lot of weeks that are still available. If you think your church might want to participate, we'd love to have you contact us at our website. It's castchesapeake.org. And thing I recommend for churches, it's always out of a church's comfort zone, I think, to start getting involved. But I would recommend getting involved with another church, helping partner another church, shadow another church. And if you're a small church, that's fine. You can join with another church, and it works out fine that way. Yep.
So I do want to ask you all, because I know you all come from different churches, supporting for those unhoused individuals, but for you all's experience, what have you all seen as far as the impact of supporting those residents?
Well, one thing I guess I've learned is, you can't really stereotype the homeless population. Every person is their own individual. They also have their own story, and so we've learned that. What was the question again, as far as?
So what would you all see as far as like an impact that you all have made?
Right. So we get a variety of folks. We get women who maybe come from an abused household with their children. Sometimes the police might find somebody on the street and bring them into us. So I don't think there's any doubt that there's a need for what we're doing. So that's the variety of folks that we impact.
Taking that question a little bit further,
Yeah.
I think they find an environment that's warm and welcoming. They're safe. They're fed. They can get clothing if they need it. It's we try to do what we can to help the most needy people in our community.
Yes.
And to add to that, we are the hands and feet of Jesus. I love the fact that we can love on them, make them feel special, let them know that they're seen in any way. Everybody have a preference, and I feel that way when we're serving food. If your preference is not pork or chicken or beef, whatever you want, we want to give it to you.
And with what you all are saying, it actually aligns with our care standards for the city of Chesapeake. We're all about caring for our citizens and making sure that everyone is okay, having courteous. So I do want to say that what you all are doing is making a huge difference for those individuals that may be out on the streets and have no way of feeling secure or safe, like you said, and have no way of being out. So they get to take the showers, they get to be fed, they get to be surrounded with some individuals in church groups that you all are uplifting them too. So I do want to say thank you all so much for the impact that you are making towards them.
Thank you.
Can I add one other thing while we're still here? We do have one other need that churches can host cast. Churches host for 1 week. They can either host cast at their church, their individual church, or they can host it at the Resource Center on Stepping Stone Square. So when we're hosting at churches, we do have a bus, and we need bus drivers to drive those buses. So we are in need of a CDL bus driver. We do pay that position, approximately $30 an hour. It's about only an hour and a half in the morning and an hour and a half in the evening. So we are in need of CDL bus drivers. So thanks.
You're welcome. You're welcome. No, thank you for sharing that, because now we know that need is there for the CAST program. So.
And also, we're in need of other churches or organizations to step up and fill some of the weeks. Because for example, if our church hosts 1 week, the next week there's no church hosting. So they're out in the street in the evening. So we have a desperate need for churches, organizations to step up and come and host a week.
Yes. Okay. So I think after this conversation, I'm pretty sure there's going to be some more volunteers and churches out there to say, hey, we're here to help and serve. So I just want to say thank you so much to John, Desiree, and also Sam for y'all to come up here and join me on the Chesapeake Thrive Show to talk about the CAST program.
Super. Thank you.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you for having us.
And thank you for tuning in to another episode of Chesapeake Thrive Show. We will see you next time.